When I was about 15 years old, I had an experience, and I was the one that believed in aliens and different stuff like that. And I was already having problems with like demonic entities and stuff like that, like all kinds of stuff. And this one day, um, I was at home. I was alone. It was me and my baby. And I went from my room I woke up in this place. It was a white room all around me, white walls, like everything was white, like this whole white room. And I was laying on this table, and I was in this room laying down, and all of a sudden I saw the walls like move. They went from solid. This is the only way I can describe it. It went from solid to liquid. The walls began to move like it was a wave, like all around me. The walls were moving, looked like they were breathing, warping, phasing. I don't know really the word for it, but that's the only way I can put it, possibly in close to it, like in scientific terms. They began to move, wave like waves moving, and then all of a sudden I saw um, this thing come through the wall, step through the wall, and it had on equipment and everything. Like I saw like technology. And when it stepped through the wall, it looked down and it had like this thing on the side of its suit, outfit, and all this kind of stuff. And it looked down on the side and it was messing with whatever it was. And when it did that, the side, it was like this split. Like one side stayed and it came like a gray, like a what you described, like grays with the big black eyes or whatever. But when I saw the other half of the face inside, it wasn't. It was actually a demonic entity. And so when I realized what it was, I began to call on the name of Jesus. And the next thing I know, I went from, the thing is, I don't know if I was there or they was where I was. I'm not sure what happened, but I know I was back in my room. Now, before then, I couldn't remember anything, and I'm pretty sure that it has happened several times before then. My memory was just wiped. Like they always had a problem with like wiping my memory. That's a history of mine that they have done. But also on my body, I have a mark to this day um, that they did something to me. And the only reason why I'm able to remember is because, for one, they didn't have time to to wipe away my memory, so I wouldn't remember what was going on with me. But I know a lot of people want to think, you know what I'm saying, all this kind of stuff. And the technology that it used, the only way I can describe it is like, um, I'm gonna put it like this. The technology was sort of like this, like it would have like this type of emitter thing that will basically, um, it was advanced more than a hologram, but to where it will shoot out over them and project another image that was false, but not real. So I can tell this technology was well advanced, even for back then when I was 15 years old, that we didn't have at the time. We don't even have now, as a matter of fact. And but it would give you an image of someone else or something else, but the real person was underneath.